We founded InterLaw 9.5 years ago, and we wanted to do is create a space every month where people could come together, regardless of what your firm was doing, regardless of what else was going on. Every month there was a space for you to come.
The event today is part of the InterLaw Diversity Forum BAME Networks event. So we are celebrating Black History Month for the month of October. And today what we're doing is we're focusing on three BAME lawyers who will be talking about their journey in the profession and how they overcame challenges and how they reached the successful places that they have today.
I guess my background has been somewhat unconventional in that I was formerly a cancer research scientist. I remember talking to my parents about this, told my dad that after 10 years I'm going to leave sciences and go into law. And I think he nearly fell off his chair in surprise. It was a comical moment.
My parents had said to me at one stage, you have got to be twice as good to get half as far as your white peers. And I think sometimes I have felt that that is the case.
From growing up in South London in a comprehensive school to going to university and adjusting to professional life, it's not just about being a good lawyer, it's about networking, it's about making contacts, it's about using those contacts. I think I missed about 10 years of that. So you are always behind the curve.
As an in-house lawyer, part of my role is hold the feet of law firms to the flame around what they are saying about diversity and their efforts in diversity, and not simply ask them to show us the rhetoric and kind of the presentations, but actually show us the proof. When they show up to a meeting, bring a diverse group. Yeah? Point out that you have that diversity within your organisation, because typically your clients are going to see that as a strength.
Now, I think with the law, what we are trying to do is essentially to present to managing partners and senior partners that there is a problem with underrepresentation of BAME employees. But not only that, we are then trying to get them to change what is likely to be a very successful recruiting process, because they are commercially successful firms.
I think there can be shortlisting, so things like if you've got a promotion, at least putting forward at least one BME candidate. Those are sort of the practical things. Certainly think targets and shortlisting are things, positive things that can be done.
I think it's evident for all diverse groups, not just BAME, but as evident in BAME as any other. For years, we've had these conversations. I mean, this is the 30th year of Black History Month. We've had these conversations around diversity and the advantages that it brings, and everybody nods and they can see why morally and for other reasons it's all good, but we're not really seeing the change at the top, and it's not happening fast enough.
By having the panel and by having a substantive discussion, when people then network, you give them something to talk about. Everyone's had a shared experience. It's much easier for people in the room to talk to each other when they can say, wow, wasn't X really interesting, or wasn't that a really interesting point?
So coming along to an InterLaw event and a BAME event, what you'll find here is a lot of inspiring people who are willing to connect with other people and to hear different stories.
When I was starting out 20 plus years ago, there was nothing like this for BME students. So I think anything that I and my peers can do to help those coming behind us to not make those mistakes is all the good for them.
I think it's really important to know that you're not alone, and it offers really good ways and really good strategies to deal with it as well. And mentorship is important, so it offers all of that.